Hi, my dear students. Today we are going to discussing about poverty in India. This is the third topic of second unit in our Indian economy, paper fifth for all BA English medium, Telugu medium groups. So now we are discussing about poverty in India. So in the screen, the PPT shows what is poverty in India and what is meant by poverty. So this is discussing about what is poverty. So poverty means it's a term derived from poverty. So poverty is about not having enough money to meet basic needs, including food, clothing, and shelter. So in general, poverty, in the sense, poverty means you not having enough money. So if you don't have money, you don't meet any basic needs. For example, food, shelter, clothes, etc. And poverty is a complex. Poverty is a complex social issue. That means social issue means a societal issue. All members of our society work together to provide the opportunities for all our members to reach their full potential. So in the other sense, poverty is a complex society related issue. That is also one of the social issue. And in our society, work together to provide the opportunities for all our members to reach their full potential. But there is no opportunities of the people in nowadays. All people don't get opportunities. So according to their talents. And now is a state of being extremely poor, and a person or community lacks the financial resources and essentials for a minimum standard of living. This is the important. So poverty means the person don't have uh, any financial resources and they don't get any minimum standard of living. So income level from employment is so low that basic human needs can't be met. So in the other sense, the person you don't have income level from employment and is so low, and also income is very low, that basic human needs can't be met. And poverty is not having income for a person's needs. Poverty may include social, economic, and political elements. So poverty is not having income for a personal needs. So the person who have some needs, but not available any money or financial resources. So it may leads to poverty. And poverty may include social, economic, and political elements. So this is the result of poverty. Society facing poverty So that leads to some social, economic, and political elements. And we are going to discussing about next types of poverty. So types of poverty. What are the types of poverty? Poverty types means absolute poverty. Absolute poverty means a lack of basic personal needs such as food, shelter, and clothing, usually called, that is also called extreme poverty. Absolute poverty in the sense extreme poverty. A person who don't have lack of basic personal needs such as food, shelter, and clothing. So that is called absolute poverty, and also called extreme poverty. And next, relative poverty. A person can't meet a minimum level of living standards compared to others in the same time and same place. Compared to any other person, any person can't meet a minimum level of standard of living compared to others, any other person in the same time and place. This is varies from one country to another and from one society to another. So this is also varies. One country situation is different and another country situation is different. So this is varies from one country to another and from one society to another society. And according to the World Bank defined the poverty line as per day a person having at least $1.90, almost all nearby $2 per day. So now dollar value, $1 is equal to almost all 75 rupees, in the sense $2. So per person at least having a day at least rupees 150 rupees a day according to World Bank. And now we are going to discussing about poverty rate. What is poverty rate? The calculation of the percentage of people whose family household income falls below the poverty line. So poverty rate means calculation of the poverty. Calculation of the percentage of people, some percentage of people whose family households income falls below the poverty line. That means below the poverty line means BPL. So below the BPL, percentage of people whose family household income is very low. That is the calculation of the percentage of the people. That is called poverty rate. And another concept is secondary poverty. Secondary poverty means earn enough money, earn enough income to not be impoverished, but who spend their income on unnecessary pleasures such as alcoholic beverages and thus placing them below it in practice. So some persons generally having low income, but they spend also some unnecessary pleasures, that is such as alcoholic beverages, etc., etc. So that leads to poverty also. So this is called secondary poverty. This is the poverty comes from person's bad habits. That is called alcoholic beverage, taking alcoholic beverages, some other smoking and other bad habits. And also social aspects of poverty. The social aspects of poverty may include lack of access to information, education, healthcare, social capital, or political power. And now we are going to third PPT. Another topic. Causes of poverty. So this is the most important related to poverty. According to World Bank, World Bank identifies some factors based on research. World Bank identifies some factors which poor people identify as a part of poverty, which people are under the category of poverty. So World Bank research identifies some factors. For example, abuse by those in power. So in power means political ministers, political related representatives abuse abuse the poor fellows. That is also called one of the major drawback in our democratic India. So that is called abuse by those in power. And disempowering institutions. Disempowering institutions means some other leading institutions, corporations, and some other gender related institutions. That is called disempowering institutions. And excluded locations and gender relationship, male female partialities, and lack of security, limited capabilities, and physical limitations, precarious livelihoods, problems in social relationships, weak community organizations, and discriminations. So these are the factors World Bank identified. That is abuse by power, disempowering institutions, excluded locations, gender relationships, lack of security, limited capabilities, physical limitations, precarious livelihoods, problems in social relationships, and weak community organizations and discriminations. And also some general causes of poverty. The rapid increasing in population growth in our economy. This is also most important for cause of poverty, rapid population growth. And also slow growth of economy. That indicates slow growth of economy indicates low per capita income. That also leads to poverty. And inflation. And the inflation also leads to decreasing the purchasing power of the poor people. That is also leads to poverty. So inflation is one of the major important cause. And unemployment. So unemployment and poverty both are twins. So unemployment also a major cause of the poverty. And now we are observing the effects of poverty, creating a poverty cycle operating across multiple levels: individual, local, national, and global. So the effects of poverty creates some poverty cycle operating in our Indian society. That is this effect on multiple levels, effect on individuals, community, society, local, national, and also global effects. And now we are going to fourth PPT, poverty reduction. So what are the measures to be taken for poverty reduction? This is the poverty reduction means what are the measures to be taken and what are the strategies to be taken for eradicating poverty. So this means what are the strategies to be taken for eradicating poverty in our India. As per World Bank reports, so on 2018, world poverty falls below 750 millions. 750 millions. So world poverty, according to World Bank, falls below 750 millions. That means 75 crores. And increasing the supply of basic needs. So the government provides more food and other goods and provides health care and education, safe drinking water and sanitation. So definitely to eradicate the poverty and removing constraints on government services. Some government services are constrained the people. So all government services are available for people. There is no poverty. This is also leads to eradicate the poverty. Reversing brain drain. So brain drain means intellectuals. Intellectuals goes to American, European countries, etc. So we don't go to other countries. Their services are utilized in our country. So that is reversing of brain drain and controlling our population. So our population also one of the major issue. And increasing personal income. So if you have got, if you have extra income, so your per capita income also increases. That is called personal income. So increasing personal income leads to eradicate the poverty and economic freedom also. So you have economic freedom, so you have earned more money, and that also leads to poverty. Eradicate the poverty. And some other general reasons for eradicating poverty in the PPT shows the right corner. Higher economic growth, that is also leads to eradicating the poverty. Higher economic growth and development leads to higher incomes, and higher income leads to higher per capita income. So that is leads to eradicating the poverty. And inclusive growth. So inclusive growth also one of the major cause. And a reduction in population growth rate. And a reduction in population growth rate. And stability in price rise. Stability in price rise also. And development of rural economy. This is also most important general strategies to eradicate the poverty. So first of all, any government to eradicate the poverty to implement more social services like especially education and health. In our India, most of the states and union territories don't have provide sufficient education and health facilities. So most of the education and health under private sector. So this leads to more poverty in our India. So this is also one of the major problem. And now we are observing in poverty. This is also most important. Trends in poverty. According to UNDP, United Nations Development Program, in 2019, Global MPA, Multi-Poverty Index, Global Multi-Poverty Index report stated that India lifted 271 million people out of poverty between 2006 and 2016 and reduced poverty rate from 55% to 28% in 10 years between 2005-6 to 15-16. And a total 271 million, that is in the sense 71.5 crore people moved out of poverty. This is the most important data according to UNDP latest data. We are observing one more time. According to UNDP, global MPI means multi-poverty index. That is called multi-poverty index. So that index stated that India lifted 271 million people. That is called 27.1 crore people. 271 million in the sense 27.1 crore people out of poverty between 2006 and 16 and reduced poverty rate from 55% to 28%. In 2006, the poverty is 55%. In 16, almost all deducted 50%, 28% only. In 10 years, between 2005-6, and 15, 16. So these are lifted out of poverty. That is called 27.1 crore people. And the government of India appointed some committees for observing poverty situation in our India. Till now, 6 official committees had constituted for estimating poverty in India. For estimating poverty, 6 official committees are constituted in our India. The first committee is 1962 Working Group, and second is 1971 Dandekar and Rath Committee, and 1979 YK Alag Committee, and next another committee, 1993 Lakdawala Committee. Lakdawala Committee is based on calorie based. That means the person living in rural areas, daily intaking food calorie value is 2,400 calories, and a person living in urban area taking food calorie value 2,100 calories. And another committee, important committee, now the government of India follows these 2 committee reports, 2009 and 14. The 2009 Suresh Tendulkar committee based on monthly spending income on education, health, electricity and transport. That is called cost of living. So this is the most important data from Suresh Tendulkar committee. So the committee based on the data cost of living of the Indians. The cost of India means based on monthly spending on education, health, electricity and transport. And now we are observing some other concept, one more important technical concept, poverty line basket. This is called PLB. Poverty line basket means this is the PLB indicates the goods and services that are considered essential for at least a minimum standard of living. So the person, any person, minimum, at least minimum standard of living, that is the most important and necessary. And the person who have basic goods and services for their standard of living. So poverty line basket indicates the goods and services that are considered essential for at least a minimum standard of living. This is called poverty line basket. This basket means available goods and services of the goods and services for poor persons attaining a minimum standard of living. And India is home. According to world reports, India is home to our 1/3 of poor people in the world. Every 1/3 poor people are living in the India, living in our country. So every 1/3 people living in the India. So on 2020 report, latest reports, during the pandemic situation of Corona, International Labour Organization, that is called ILO, report around 400 million people are to enter poverty in India. So this is the very bad situation. 400 million is equal to 40 crores. 40 crores people are to enter poverty in India. This is the reason why the recent COVID-19 pandemic situation wipe out millions of full-time jobs and cut working hours. This leads to 400 million people are to enter poverty in India. Latest data on 2020 COVID-19 pandemic situation. International Labour Organization, according to International Labour Organization report, around 400 million people are to enter poverty in India. So these the result wipe out millions of full-time jobs and cut working hours. And now we are going to below poverty line concept. This is the concept in India measured for poverty rate. From 10th plan, below poverty line BPL is measured with the help of 13 parameters. Some parameters means measuring scales. Help of 13 parameters from 0 to 4 score. Families with 17 marks or less out of 52 marks, any family having below 17 marks out of 52 have been classified as BPL. So according to our government released 13 parameters and score 0 to 4, any family having below 17 marks out of 52 are called under BPL category. So BPL depends upon per capita income of India rather than level of prices. So in our India BPL category, BPL measurement depends upon per capita of India rather than goods and services prices. So in the end of this topic, we are observed Suresh Tendulkar and Rangarajan committee's reports also. And the next, consequences of poverty. That means consequences means effect of poverty on the society. What are the results after existing of poverty? What are the effects of poverty in our society? That is called consequences. Consequences of poverty. So poverty is also a condition where the very poor don't have access to healthcare, education, employment, safety, and other facilities. So poverty means a condition very poor persons don't have access food, shelter, clothes. In addition, health they don't have healthcare, education, employment, safety, and other facilities. And obstruction in the these worst factors leads to obstruction in the economic growth and development. So decrease the economic growth and development, and this leads to infant mortality and malnutrition, unemployment, stress of families, diseases, homeless people, and terrorism. So these are the most important effects on society due to poverty. That is obstruction in economic growth and development, infant mortality, malnutrition, unemployment, and stress of family, diseases, homeless people, and terrorism. And now we are going to discussing the reports of Suresh Tendulkar committee and Rangarajan committee. Those are poverty estimates in 2011-12. These estimates in percentages. First of all, we are observing Rangarajan committee reports. In the PPT, R means rural, U means urban, T means total. And also Suresh Tendulkar. R means rural, U means urban, T means total. According to Rangarajan committee, rural poverty is 30.9% in our India. According to Rangarajan committee, rural poverty is 30.9%. And urban poverty is 26.4. It means in the out of the 100 people, percentage. This means percentage. So total percentage of poverty out of the 100 people, total percentage of the poverty, almost all 30% people are under category of poverty. So this is the Rangarajan Committee report. Total 29.5% of the people under BPL category. But according to Suresh Tendulkar Committee, in rural areas, 25.7% population under BPL category, under below poverty line category in rural area, and urban area 13.7 people under poverty line, and the total is 21.9. So according to Suresh Tendulkar, almost all 22% people under BPL or below poverty line category. According to Rangarajan, 30% people almost all under below poverty category. These are the most important data. The government of India follows these two committees reports. Now, till now, the government of India follows the committees of Suresh Tendulkar and Rangarajan Committee reports. So, and now we are also observing expenditure per day according to Rangarajan Committee. Per capita expenditure per day in rural area 32.4 rupees, in the urban area 46.9 rupees. And according to Tendulkar, per capita expenditure per day 27.2 rupees, 27.2 rupees, and 33.3 rupees in urban areas. In rural area, Tendulkar, per capita expenditure per day is 27.2 rupees. 27.2 rupees means 27.20 paisa. And urban areas per day, 33.3 means 33 rupees 30 paisa. And according to Rangarajan Committee, per capita average monthly expenditure in rural area 972 rupees per month expenditure. In urban area 1407 rupees. 1407 rupees. In rural area per capita average per capita monthly expenditure according to Rangarajan Committee. And according to Tendulkar Committee, in rural area per capita average monthly expenditure is 816 rupees. In urban area 1000 rupees. So this is also one of the most important data for criteria to BPL, below poverty line in India. And according to UNO, for estimation of poverty, every person per day at least $1.90 per day for poverty estimation. And now we are going to discussing about our Indian economist Amartya Sen creates some poverty index. So we are observing the index of poverty, that is Sen's poverty index, that is equal to P is equal to poverty, and P is equal to Z by Q plus 1 Zn. Sigma I is equal to 1 to Q Z minus Y1 Q plus 1 minus I. This is the index of Amartya Sen poverty index. Amartya Sen also a well-known Indian economist. He got Nobel Prize in economics in 1998. So he created some poverty index, that is P is equal to Z by Q plus 1 Zn. That is called sigma I is equal to 1 to Q Z minus Yi Q plus 1 minus I. In the equation, P P is equal to poverty, N number of people, population, N. YI income of persons, that is in ascending order. YI income of persons, Q BPL population, Z income level of poverty. This is the formula of Q Amartya Sen's poverty index. This is the formula to estimate the poverty of our Indian people. So one more time, the poverty index is equal to P is equal to Z by Q plus 1 Zn, and sigma I is equal to 1 to Q Z minus Yi Q plus 1 minus I. This is the formula. Okay, and now we are observing poverty concepts, that is called relative poverty. Relative poverty means very simple. This is called income inequalities according to Lorenz curve and Gini coefficient. Income inequalities in the sense income distribution of the population in different fractal groups. For example, top 5 to 10 population and bottom 5 to 10 population. So these are the categories of estimating poverty: top 5 to 10 population and bottom 5 to 10. Bottom 5 means poor people, top 5 means 5 to 10 means rich people. Okay, this is the relative poverty estimation. And absolute poverty concept, this is also called head count ratio. Head count ratio means minimum physical quantities, for example cereals, pulses, milk, etc. So these are the determined for subsistence level. Head count ratio means minimum physical quantities, that is cereals, pulses, milk, etc. determined for subsistence level. And Sen's index, the above the previous PPT shows Amartya Sen index. This is also the Amartya Sen index also indicates absolute poverty. And third one is human poverty index. Human poverty index. And our planning commission estimates of household consumption expenditure carried out by National Sample Survey Office every 5 years on the basis of monthly per capita expenditure. So according to our planning commission, now the planning commission is called Niti Aayog. The planning commission estimates the data of estimates poverty based on the data of household consumption expenditure. These data carried out by National Sample Survey Office for every 5 years on the basis of monthly per capita expenditure, that is called MPCE, monthly per capita expenditure. And also planning commission based on expert group headed by Professor Suresh D. Tendulkar has computed poverty at all India level. So our planning commission based on the report of Suresh Tendulkar committee. Already we are observing in one PPT the recommendations of data of Suresh Tendulkar committee poverty estimations. So those data has computed poverty at all India level. These data these Suresh Tendulkar's data is the source of planning commission for estimating poverty And also, Planning Commission constituted Rangarajan expert committee to review the methodology for measurement of poverty. In 2004-5, 41.6% of population was getting $1.25 per day only. This is the criteria based on World Bank, United Nations Organization's criteria. In 2004-5, 41.6% of population in India, almost all 42% of population was getting only $1.25 per day. So poverty emphasis minimum level of living rather than a reasonable level of living. So the poverty only concentration of is the minimum level of living, only the minimum level of living rather than a reasonable level of the poverty emphasis only minimum level of living, not reasonable level of living. So finally, I conclude the topic of poverty. So this is the poverty scenario in our India. This scenario based on different committees. Already I told some committees. YK Alag Committee, Dandekar Rad Committee, Lakdawala Committee, and Suresh Tendulkar Committee, and Rangarajan committees. So these committees are recommends and estimates what are the poverty levels now existing in India, especially 2005 to 2016, almost all 10 years. These 10 years period is most important for estimating of poverty in our India. And also more emphasis on levels both rural areas and urban areas in our India. And also more concentration on people's purchasing power, and also concentrated on people's monthly per capita expenditure, that means cost of living mainly. So this is the most important concept, our Indian point of view. So poverty and unemployment and inequalities, those are interlinked concepts. Especially poverty and unemployment, those are twins. So and next we are going to topic 9. We are going to discussing about unemployment in India. So I conclude the topic of poverty now. Thank you, my dear students.